हेलो स्टूडेंट, गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी। सो बेटे आज हम देखेंगे CUET का एग्ज़ाम का पैटर्न कैसा है और उसमें कितने सेक्शंस हैं और उसमें कितने स्लॉट्स हैं। सो वी विल नो अबाउट द डिटेल्स ऑफ CUET एग्जामिनेशन टुडे. So how many domain subjects are there? How many languages are there? And what is the general test? And how many questions are asked? How much time is allotted? All the details we will be discussing today. So the first point is, in CUT examination, there are three sections. In CUT examination, there are three sections. So it is section 1. It is divided in two parts, section 1A and section 1B. Section 1A, we have 13 languages, and it is also a medium, it is a medium language. For example, you are giving CUET exam, so you can give this exam in English language, in Hindi language, in Punjabi language. So these are 13 main languages, and then there are 20 more languages. So on the whole, there are only 33 languages, and these three, and in the section 2, we have only 27 domain specific subjects. So when I say domain, for example, you want to do physics honors. So a student is saying that he can't hear me. Can you hear me, all of you? आप मेरे को सुन पा रहे हैं? If you are able to hear me, please write down yes in the chat box. You are able to hear me. But you please, you have to check your connection. So in section 1A, we have only 33 languages. In section 2, there are 27 domain subjects. When I say domain, for example, you want to do physics honors, so domain is physics. You want to do chemistry honors, domain is chemistry. You want to do maths honors, domain is maths. And then there is the general test. When we talk about general test, and it is general mathematics, profit, loss, and some basic questions. And it includes reasoning as well. It includes quant as well. So we will discuss all these things in detail right now. So I explained just now that in section 1, it is we are discussing about languages. We will know the detail about how many languages are there and what are those languages as well. So there are 13 languages, and there are 20 more languages, and in the language test, you are given only 40, you have to attempt 40 questions out of 50 questions. And you are given 45 minutes. आपको only 45 minutes में only 40 questions you have to attempt. So if it is clear to you, you please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear, you please write down yes in the chat box. So in the language, you have 50 questions and you have to attempt only 40 out of it. And you are given 45 minutes. And each question carry plus 5 marks. For each correct answer, you will get plus 5. And for each wrong answer, you will get -1. For each wrong answer, you will get -1. So there is a negative marking. You have to be very careful. There is you can say negative marking as well. So the medium of examination, these are only 13 languages in which you can give your CUET exam. It is Assamese, Bengali, English, Gujarati, Hindi, then Kannada, Odia, then Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, Urdu, then Malayalam and Marathi. You can give CUET exam. You can choose any of these 13 languages. So the next point is, I explained just now that if we talk about duration, it is 45 minutes and you have to attend 40 questions out of 50 questions. So this thing we have discussed in detail. And domain subjects. So there are 27 subjects, and again the duration is 45 minutes, and you will be given 50 questions, and you have to attempt 40 questions out of it. And this is so these are the number of subjects. So there are 18 there are 18 subjects in the list B1, and there are 9 subjects in the list B2. So you have to choose. You can choose. You can choose the domains out of it. For example, if you are appearing for physics, I will be discussing all these things in detail. How to choose these subjects. We'll be taking it in detail. No, so there is students are basically confused in which course mathematics is a compulsory subject. Mathematics is a compulsory subject in the following courses. If we talk about the courses, it is economic honors, statistics honors, and computer science, chemistry honors, mathematics honors, physical science, then polymer science, applied physical science, mathematical science, electronic science, and instrumentation. So in all these subjects, you have to choose mathematics as a compulsory subject in class 12th. If it is clear, you please write down yes in the chat box. Do it fast. And you can take the screenshot as well. You please take you can the screenshot as well. You can take the screenshot because it is very important. So now the next point. So we have discussed about languages. So there are 33 languages, and there are 27 domain subjects, and out of you can 33 languages, you can give your CUET exam in 13 languages, 13 languages. Now then we have a general test, and the duration of the general test is 60 minutes, and you have to attempt, and out of it, you are given 75 questions, and you have to do at least 60 questions out of it. You have to attempt 60 questions. Again, it is +5 for the correct answer, -5 for the wrong answer. Sorry, it is +5 for the correct and -1 for the wrong answer. So if I general test, it has general knowledge, it has current affairs, general mental ability, then numerical ability, then quantitative reasoning, simple application of basic mathematical concepts, arithmetic, algebra, geometry, then mensuration, stats. So these things you have learned in your class 9th, 10th, 8th class. So now the next point, it is a general test. Now I have explained you that when we talk about CUET exam, so you have your English exam. It is section 1. Then you have your domain. Then you have your general test. So the course which you will join, you have to choose the domains. You have to choose English, and you have to choose general test. So I'm going to explain which combination is suitable for you, which combination you will go for. I will be discussing everything in detail. For example, the maths is compulsory for computer science or not. We will be discussing everything in detail. Please wait for a moment. So now the online submission of application form, you must have done, all of you, that this online form, it started from 6th April and it is closing on 6th May at 5 p.m. And then so the main points is you have to appear in these examinations. There are 2 slots. There are the 2 slots. There is a slot 1 and there is a slot 2. So we will be discussing in detail what do you mean by early slot 1 and what do you mean by early slot 2. And you can see that if we talk about slot 1, its duration is 3 hours and 15 minutes. And if you talk about early slot 2, the duration is 3 hours 45 minutes. So we have, you will be given CUET exam in these two slots, slot 1 and slot 2. So if we talk about the timings of examination, so for the slot 1, you have the timing from 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. It is morning slot. And if you talk about slot 2, it is afternoon slot from 3 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. And I'm going into detail. I'm taking one example. For example, if you are simply targeting BCom, so in BCom honors, if you want to study BCom honors from Delhi University, so you have to choose a language. You have to choose a language. Now, so the language is English. For example, so you will be appearing in English. So then in BCom honors, you can choose mathematics or accountancy as the domain subject. Mathematics or accountancy. It means mathematics is not compulsory for BCom honors. In place of mathematics, you can take accountancy as well. Okay. So you can take maths or accounts. And then you can take any two from section 2. When I say section 2, for example, you're from commerce background, then you have your subjects as business studies, accountancy, or economics. So you can choose any of the two subjects. Now the question is, if you want to take BCom honors from Delhi University for English, so the time allotted for English is 45 minutes. Maths or accounts, the time allotted is 45 minutes. And you have to take from section 2 a business studies or accountancy. Again the time is 45 minutes. So the main point is in English slot 1, it is a very, very important point. Most of the students are confused about it. How to give these English slots. I'm just opening a fresh slide for you to explain it. English slot 1. According to the rule, it is 1 plus 2 or plus 1. So what is 1? It is a language. What is 2? It is the domain. What is this one? It is general test. Now you have planned for BCom honors. So you will be, now I have written here, you can choose from section 1. So you will be now choosing your language as English. Okay. Now you can choose only two domains. So you have taken, for example, accounts and, for example, business studies. So you have taken one from section 1 and you have taken accounts and business study. So as per rule, so the third slot is general test. So you will be given for BCom honors, you will be giving 45 minutes for English. You will be given 45 minutes for accountancy and 45 minutes for business studies. So what is the total time? 135 minutes. So in BCom honors, in English slot 1, here we are discussing about English slot 1. You will be appearing, you will be given 135 minutes. Now you have to choose one more domain. For that, you will be going into slot 2. You will be going into slot 2. For example, you choose economics. For example, you choose economics. So the duration will be 45 minutes. So if you want to do BCom honors from Delhi University, so you will be you will be given exams in 2 slots. One is English slot 1. In that you will be appearing in English, accountancy, business studies. And second is the slot 2. In that you will be giving economics. Now the point is, in place of accountancy, you can also choose maths. If you are interested, in place of accountancy, you can also choose maths. If this is clear to you, you please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear to you, it is great confusion. So most of the students are confused about this. If this is clear to you, please write down yes in the chat box. So now the next point. Now we have a B.Com exam. We have a B.Com exam. If we talk about B.Com exam, so then you can take only 1 from section 1 and any 3 from section 2. I am explaining now B.Com exam. So slot 1. I am discussing about English slot 1. 1 plus 2 plus 1. It is from section 1. It is from section 1. So it will be English. If you are doing Delhi University, it will be English. Now it is written that you can choose any 3 from section 2. Any 3 from section 2. You can take maths. You can take accounts. You can take only 2 slots, right? Only 2 domains. So we are not going for the general test. So we will not give it. Then we have slot 2. We have only slot 2. So in the slot 2, you can choose 5 domains. So there is a possibility of only 5 domains. Now we have to choose only 1 domain, because I have explained just now, it is 1 from section 1 and 3 from section 2. 1 from section 1 and 3 from section 2. So if I say 3 from section 2, economics, I am choosing, for example, economics. I am choosing, for example, economics. So if I write on duration, it is 45 plus 45 plus 45, 135 minutes. If I write on the duration, 45 minutes. So there is one more option for BCom honors. You can choose one from section 1, any one from section 2, and 1 from section 3. You can choose 1 from section 1, 1 from section 2, and then any one. So BCom, there is one more option. In BCom, there is one more option. Okay, so if I'm writing here, it is slot 1, 1 plus 2 plus 1. So this one is from section 1. It is English. And you can choose 1 from section. So it is section 1. It is section 1. Now we have to choose from section 2. So they are saying that you can choose any one subject from section 2. You can take business studies, you can take eco, you can take accounts, you can take maths. It is your choice. And then we have section 3. In section 3, we have the general test. Section 3, we have the general test. So there are n number of options. If it is clear to you, you please write down. If it is clear to you, please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear to you, please write down yes in the chat box. And if you want to do BCom, you have only chosen 1 slot, you can go for it. If you have taken BCom, you have chosen only 1 slot, you can go for it. Now, I'm continuing further. For example, you want to do BMS. You want to do BMS or BBA from Delhi University. Okay, so in this case, it is from section. So if I talk about slot 1, what is the rule? So the rule is 1 plus 2 plus 1. So if I write down this 1, it is language. So language is English. It is from section 1. 2. It is mathematics, maths. It is from section 2. And this one is general test from section 3. So if I write down, if I want to write down the test for BMS or BBA, so I have to choose only one slot, which will include one test of English, one test of maths, and and the last one is the general test. So in this case, you can choose 2 domains. I have chosen only one domain because only one domain is compulsory. That is, maths is compulsory, is required. So the point is, so the total time will be 45 minutes for English, 45 for maths, and 60 minutes for the general test. If I add it, I will get 150 minutes. What is the total time? 150 minutes. If it is clear to you, please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear to you, please write down yes in the chat box. So good. Very good. I'm getting the response. So please write down fast. And you have to contribute in order to know all the things in detail. You have to participate. Now, any different universities are having different, you can say, procedure. For example, you want to do BCom from Banaras Hindu University. So you have to go university wise. So in that, the language is not compulsory. So they are saying accountancy, business study, and the general test. You have to, it is 45 minutes in slot 1. It is 45 minutes in slot 1. It is 60 minutes in slot 1. So different universities are opting different methods. For example, if you talk about Babasaheb, Bhimrao, Ambedkar University, in BBA, BCom, they are only requiring general test only. They are only looking for the general test only. I'm coming to BCA, BBA, I'm coming to everything. So we are from Singh Study Circle, and we are established in 1985, and we are starting our CUET batch on 8th of June. On 8th of June, this is our contact number. You can ask for all the details. So we are using an LMS learning management system. I will be explaining you all the features. You will be attending online classes. It is a simply hybrid platform, and you can join face to face as well as online classes. So you will be given all the classes which you choose at a very reasonable fee. So the next point. So we are having 3 branches. One is at Prashant Vihar Rohini. Second one is at Rajouri Garden. And then we have one branch at Delhi University, Vijayanagar. So we have every 3 branches in Delhi, and students who are not from Delhi, so they can also join us. We have our online learning management system. You can join through our online learning management systems. I will be discussing all the features about that. So if you want to do B.Tech from Delhi University, and in that, these are the subject required. Anyone from section 1. So language, you are saying English. So language, you are saying, you can say English. So we don't have any branch in Delhi, Haryana. We have students from UAE also. They are joining our online platform. So Diksha, you can join our online platform. So so if you want to do B.Tech, in B.Tech, you have, so section 1 is English, and you have the maths exam, and you have the general test. So if I write down the duration, it is 45 minutes. So maths is also 45 minutes, and the general test is 60 minutes. So if I add, what is the total? 150 minutes. So you can give the B.Tech exam also of Delhi University. So now the next, a B.Sc honors mathematics. If you are looking for B.Sc honors mathematics, then anyone from section 1. So section 1 is English. So your section 1 will be English. We are starting on 8th of June. We are starting on 8th of June. So the section 1 is English. Its duration is 45 minutes. Section 2, and then you have early maths. So if you want to, if you want to target B.Sc honors mathematics, you are looking for maths, it is 45 minutes. So then it is only 2 domain subjects. So general test is not required. For B.Sc honors mathematics, general test is not required. So section 2 means domains. You can choose chemistry, you can choose physics. So it will be 45 minutes. And so the point is, you can choose only 2 domains. You can choose, so these 3 papers, for example, you have chosen from slot 1. ये 3 पेपर आपने अपने slot 1 में दे सकते हो, because in slot 1 you cannot give more than 2 domains. अब आपके पास the option you have is you will have to choose only slot 2. In that you will be appearing for physics exam, for example, and you will be given 45 minutes. So I think if it is clear, you please write down. So please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear, you please write down yes in the chat box. So batch we are starting is on 8th of June. So you have your computer science exam. So we will be starting the batch, and before computer science exams, we will be giving you some leaves so that you can appear in that exam. I'm coming to humanity as well. So I think this point is clear. So many students are, you can say, so they were confused. So how many slots they have to give? So I think this point, it's clear to everybody. If it is clear, please write down yes in the chat box. Do it fast. Please write down yes in the chat box, that so the clarity about the slots is there in your mind. So the clarity about the slots is there in your mind. Actually, so Mridul, the exam is there in the first week of July, but they have not given any date. It can be delayed by approximately 2 weeks. It can go to 3rd week of July. It can go up to 3rd week of July. So now next point. So actually I'm coming for example, you are targeting B.Sc honors physics. If you're targeting B.Sc honors physics, you will be choosing one language, English. Duration is 45 minutes. You will be targeting physics. So duration is 45 minutes. You will have your chemistry exam. So duration is 45 minutes. So these 3 exams you can give in only slot 1. So you can say that if I simply add them up, in slot 1, you will have 135 minutes. In slot 1, you will have 35 minutes. Now I'm left with the mathematics exam. So that I will be giving in slot 2. That I will be giving in slot 2 for 45 minutes. If it is clear, please write down yes in the chat box. For yes, you have to see that whether both the other slots are required in your case or not. If both the slots are required, you have to choose both the slots. So it is very important. You should know the pattern of examination. I'm discussing all the examination. I'm taking because we are receiving many calls from the student that they are really confused about it. Anyone from section 1. Section 1 is language. So it will be English. So what is the duration? 45 minutes. And then you have mathematics. So duration is 45 minutes. So if you want to do B.Sc honors statistics, so then mathematics is compulsory. Then any 2 from section 2. So section 2, for example, you have chosen physics. It will be 45 minutes. So in slot 1, what is the total time? 45 minutes plus 45 minutes plus 45 minutes. It is 135 minutes. It is 135 minutes. I'm coming to everybody. to everybody. So Rohit Sharma, so your question is not clear. It is Parvi, it's not clear. You please write down again. So now the next point. If it is, and you have to choose two from section 2. And so I will go to now actually slot 2. I will go to now actually slot 2. So I have chosen, so mathematics and physics. I'm left with chemistry. So I will choose chemistry from actually slot 2. Duration is 45 minutes. Duration is 45 minutes. So now the next point. Now B.Sc programming in mathematical science. So from section 1, English, again 45 minutes. And with mathematics, again 45 minutes. And I can choose, for example, I can take physics, 45 minutes. So if I write down actually slot 1, exam, the duration will be 135 minutes. Now I have to choose one more subject because it is showing any 2 from section 2. I will go to slot 2 and I have already chosen mathematics and physics. I'm left with chemistry and the duration will be 45 minutes in the slot 2. So I think if it is clear to everybody, you please write down yes in the chat box. If it is clear, if it is clear, please write down yes in the chat box. Please write down yes in the chat box. Do it fast. Okay, done. For example, B.Sc honors electronics. So in this, so the compulsory subject is physics, chemistry, and mathematics. So physics, chemistry, and mathematics, and any one language. For example, so language, if you talk about slot 1, so the pattern will be, so actually I want you to write on the pattern. You please write on the pattern. I'm waiting that who will write on the exact pattern and exact time. तो बेटे हमने क्या कहा, इसमें अब लैंग्वेज लोगे, एक तो इंग्लिश लोगे, एक आप इसमें आप लोगे केमिस्ट्री या कंप्यूटर साइंस और प्लस मैथमेटिक्स. ओके, और उसके बाद आपने चूज किया स्लॉट 2. इन दैट यू विल टेक फिजिक्स. Then B.Sc honors biochemistry. You have a language. So you will go to slot 1. So language is English. You can slot 1 language is English. So then you have physics and you have chemistry. So it is 1 and 2. So you can, so 45 plus 45 plus 45, 135 minutes. Now you have to choose either biology or mathematics in the slot 2. For example, you take biology, so the duration will be 45 minutes. So B.Sc honors, so biomedical science is again the same as B.Sc honors biochemistry. Here you have an option to take biology or mathematics. So here you have to choose biology only. So if you choose these 4 subjects as a combination, you are eligible to apply for biomedical science as well as biochemistry. If you choose these 4 subjects, you can apply for biomedical science as well as biochemistry. So both the papers will be covered. Biomedical science will be covered and biochemistry will be covered. So now the next, if you want to apply for botany, so in every slot 1, for example, so you can say that if you choose these 4 subjects, you will be able to apply for B.Sc honors botany as well. You will be able to apply for B.Sc honors botany as well. Then if you choose the same subject, you will be able to apply for B.Sc honors microbiology as well. So the point is you have to see that you have to choose that combination which is covering that on the basis of that combination. For example, on choosing physics, chemistry, biology and English, you can apply in microbiology, you can apply in B.Sc on botany, you can apply in B.Sc on biomedical science, you can apply in B.Sc on biochemistry. So same combination you can apply into 4 courses. Now I am explaining it in more details. So the slot 1 is from 9 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. The duration is 195 minutes and there are 4 subjects. There are 4 subjects. So what are those? Are 4 subjects? You have one language from section 1. This one language is from section 1. Then you have 2 domains. It is from section 2. So I have highlighted here. If you need 3 domains, you have to go to L slot 2. You have to go to L slot 2. Here we are discussing about only slot 1. So it is general test. It is general test. It is from section 3. It is from section 3. So the maximum time which is given in slot 1 is 45 minutes for language and 45 minutes for, it is for language, it is for 2 domains, and 60 minutes it is for language. And you have English language, you can write on English. So 2 domains, and it is 60 minutes for the general test. If you add it, it will be 195 minutes. If you add it, it will be 195 minutes. It will be 195 minutes. So the next point, if we talk about slot 2, so the time is from 3 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. It is 3 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. It is from 3 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and you can choose maximum 5 domains. 45 minutes for each domain. So the total is 225 minutes. So the total is 225 minutes. So a student was asking about the computer science course, B.Sc in computer science, B.Sc in computer science. So in this, you have to choose one language. So you will choose this, so language from section 1. Duration is 45 minutes. Second, you have to choose mathematics. It is compulsory. You have to choose mathematics. It is from section 2. Duration is 45 minutes. Now you have to choose 2 domains. For example, if I have a science student, I'm taking the possibilities. If there is a science student, if there is a science student, he will be choosing physics. So these two will be covered up in every slot 1. These 2 will be covered up in every slot 1, and he can choose physics. It will be covered up in slot 1. So then he can choose every chemistry. Then he can choose chemistry and he will be giving it in slot 2. If you have a commerce student, but he is having mathematics, he is doing commerce with maths. So he has already taken English and maths. So in the slot 2, he can choose, for example, business studies, or he can choose accounts. So B.Sc computer science, even commerce student can join, but he should have mathematics as his main subject. He should have mathematics as his main subject. He should have तो mathematics. So the time for the general test is 60 minutes. Science. So the time for the general test is 60 minutes. And you have to attempt 60 questions out of 75 questions. You have to attempt 60 questions out of 75 questions. So now, I'm from Singh Study Circle. We are established in 1985, and we are discussing here about CUET batch. We are starting the batch from 8th of June, and it is the phone number you please note down, 8744 998 998, and you can enroll yourself because we have very limited seats. We have very limited seats. We have very limited seats. And if you want to enroll, and you have to enroll right now, and you can call at this number. And we are giving hybrid teaching, offline as well as online classes, and we are giving daily practice paper to the students that you will be actually main is, so this exam students are not aware what type of questions are there. So to make it familiar, we will be giving you daily practice papers. And for example, we are teaching in the class, so we are giving video recorded lectures of live classes. We are giving video recorded lectures of live classes as well. So in these, for example, you have attended a class, and you will be able to see, you will be able to repeat the entire lecture. You will be given a user ID and password, and you will be able to repeat the entire lecture what you have been taught in the live classes. So there will be MCQ question bank app. So from that you can do you can do a lot of practice. You can a lot of practice. So there is you can the question from the student, and he's asking he's asking about B.Sc nursing. So B.Sc nursing student wanted to know about the syllabus. So B.Sc nursing, so there is a language exam. It is compulsory that English you should know. It is required. So if you talk about second, it is from section 1. It is from section 1. B.Sc nursing I'm discussing. Then you have to give physics, you have to give chemistry, and it is in section 2. And then you have to give, so the fourth exam, which is bio exam, it is again from section 2. So another point is, these three exams you can give in English slot 1, and this exam you have to give in English slot 2. So above three exams you can give in English slot 1, and the last exam you can give in English slot 2. So we are giving all the digital class notes to the student. For example, a topic which is being taught in the class, its digital class notes will be shared among the student. Its digital class notes will be shared among the student. Eco honors, BCom honors, I have already discussed. Eco honors and BCom honors we have already discussed, and I will take up again if you have joined a bit late. So immediately and after this I will be taking up. So the digital class notes, for example, a teacher is teaching in the class, his entire class notes are being shared with the student. Entire class notes are being, because you have to only focus on what is being taught in the class. You have to only focus on what is being taught in the class. We are giving updated study material to the student. So you will be getting soft copy as well as hard copy. You will be simply getting soft copy as well as hard copy. आपको soft copy भी मिलेगी और आपको खाली hard copy भी मिलेगी. So now the next point. So we are taking over. You can say. So if we are teaching in the class, so we will be giving you detailed you test analysis after the completion of the test, and we'll be giving you the result of the test. In that result, in that result, you will be able to know where mistakes, the mistakes committed by you. You have given more time to a question. All these details will be there. We are having over 3 centers. One is at Ali Prashant Vihar, Rohini. Second is at the Rajouri Garden, and the third is at Vijayanagar, Delhi University area. And it is our contact detail. You can call at this number 8744998998 to know all the details. To know all the details, you can call at this number. Students who have joined late, for them, because they are asking us, so they are having some confusion about BCom honors or BCom pass. I'm just going to my previous slides about BCom honors, BCom pass, and all those slides. So for example, you are targeting BCom honors, so you have to choose. For example, if you're targeting BCom honors, so you have to choose English as language. Out of mathematics and accountancy, you can choose either of the 2 subjects. You can choose maths or accountancy. Okay. And you can choose any 2 from, because in BCom honors, mathematics is not compulsory. In BCom honors, the mathematics subject is not compulsory. So, and you can choose any 2 subjects from section 2. It can be business study, accountancy, or any economics. So I have explained how can you you can do BCom honors. So you have to choose 2 slots. For BCom honors, you have to choose 2 slots. So in the slot 1, you will be given English exam, maths exam, and accountancy exam. And you can even leave mathematics. If you don't have mathematics, you can go. And in the slot 2, you have to give economics exam. In the slot 2, you have to give the economics exam. So it is about BCom honors. If it is BCom pass, so you can completely give the exam only in slot 1. You can choose English, or out of these subject, you can choose any one subject: business study, economics, accounts, or maths. And you can take a general test. So BCom, we talk about duration, 45 minutes for the English, 45 minutes for the domain, and 60 minutes for the general test. So it will be 150 minutes only. It will be 150 minutes only. एक बच्चा पूछ रहा है BA ऑनर्स साइकोलॉजी, उसमें एक तो आपकी लैंग्वेज होगी इंग्लिश. इट इज फ्रॉम सेक्शन 1. ओके. और फिर क्या आ रहा है आपके पास कि आपको 3 डोमेन्स लेने हैं. यू हैव टू चूज 3 डोमेन्स फ्रॉम सेक्शन 2. और ये जो जनरल टेस्ट है विच इज फ्रॉम सेक्शन 3, इट इज नॉट कंपल्सरी. सो अगर हम पैटर्न बनाएंगे स्लॉट 1, उसमें अरे 1 + 2 + 1 है. यहाँ पर इंग्लिश आ गया. यहाँ पर यू हैव चूजन 2 डोमेन्स. जैसे एक आपने इसमें साइकोलॉजी ले लिया, एक आपने इको ले लिया, या फिजिक्स, कुछ भी ले सकते हो. और तो स्लॉट 2 में चले गए तो आपको एक डोमेन लेना है विच इज यू कैन टेक यू कैन टेक एनीथिंग, यू कैन टेक अकाउंट्स, एनीथिंग. तो आपका BA ऑनर्स साइकोलॉजी आपका कवर हो गया. सो बेटे आज का सेशन हम वाइंड अप कर रहे हैं. एंड मैंने आपको बता दिया वी आर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 8 जून. जो बच्चे एक यानी कि जो फर्स्ट जो हमारे 50 स्टूडेंट्स जो भी हमारे एनरोल करेंगे उनके लिए एक फी रिबेट भी है, और उनके उनके लिए इंसेंटिव, उनके लिए इंसेंटिव्स, अर्ली बर्ड इंसेंटिव. सो आई एम वाइंडिंग अप दिस सेशन. आई एम वाइंडिंग अप दिस सेशन नाउ. ओके बेटे, बाय.